Good morning. Well, I'd like to recognize Sandra Bradbury, the mayor of Pinellas Park, as well as Andy Fossa, the incident commander and emergency management director for Pasco County. This whole thing, they had about a 24-hour notice to put this together, and so they've done an outstanding job. Everyone's happy to be getting shots. Also was pleased to be able to this morning, I came from Paradise Island Mobile Home Park in Largo. And as part of our homebound senior program, we had the ability to go. We started off with Holocaust survivors down in South Florida. We'd actually send people to seniors. These are mostly people 85, 90, 95, even 100 years old. So we did that. We did the Bay of Pigs veterans in Miami-Dade. We had a huge outpouring of support for that. And then we did the World War II and Korea veterans. So this morning I was at the home of a fellow named Vern Cummings, who's going to be 95 in a couple weeks, served in the Pacific in World War II. As soon as he got on the graduated high school, he shipped out to the Navy. And so we were in his home. We were able to do it on live television, and we were able to get him his first shot. His wife, Dottie, he's been married to almost 69 years. She actually had gotten a shot. But, you know, it's not always easy to get around and get the appointments, and so we think that this program's been very successful. We've done over 1,000 seniors by going to their homes, and we have hundreds of World War II and Korea veterans that are signed up. Today, I'm excited to announce the opening of this vaccination site here in Pinellas Park. It'll be 3 days, 3,000 shots to seniors 65 and older. And it'll be the Moderna vaccine. All the appointments are going to be handled by Pinellas County, so we thank them for their partnership. What we're doing is, you know, we've done these in senior communities across the state. It's been very successful. But we also looked at our statewide for seniors. We've done about 42% of all seniors have gotten a shot in the state of Florida. That's one of the highest percentages in the country. But in Pinellas County, we were at 35% right now. And as we were looking at the numbers, it was even lower, of course, last week. So we said some of those areas that are below, that have a lot of seniors, that are percentages below the state average, we want to surge more doses and everything there. So this is part of that effort to be able to up the doses in Pinellas County. And I'm also pleased to announce that next week, we're going to do an additional 5,000 doses and do another one of these sites. And so that's helping out for folks. So our Seniors First strategy is what we're going to do until every senior in Florida that wants a shot gets a shot. We've now hit, when we did Vern Cummings down in Largo, we believe that's the 2 million senior. Because if you look, we're over 1.9 million reported, but there's a 3 or 4 day lag. So we think we've cleared 2 million seniors. And of all the doses we've given, we're getting close to 80% of every dose has gone to a senior citizen in the state of Florida. That's one of the highest in the country. And as I mentioned, we've done 42% of all seniors have gotten at least one shot. And that's one of the best in the country. And we're not gonna stop. We've also worked in a variety of different ways to be able to get the vaccine out to senior citizens. We've partnered with more than 70 faith-based communities and have done more than 40,000 vaccinations just through the faith-based program. We've worked with a lot of African-American churches and other churches in Pinellas. There was a vaccine event that we did at Mount Zion Progressive Missionary. We also have 105 community sites, including 2 permanent state-supported sites in Pinellas. One is the Center for Health Equity, which is doing 9,000 doses a week, as well as Palm Harbor Parks and Recreation, which does 4,500 doses a week. And so now here in Pinellas Park, that's going to be another 3,000 over these next 3 days. And as I mentioned, Pinellas, the doses that they've been getting, obviously that continues. There's going to be an additional 5,000 on top of that. And so that'll likely be just another site set up somewhere. So we'll have more information on that and provide that to folks when we do. And as I mentioned, we've done the homebound program. We've done over 1,000 seniors on that. And then we have hundreds more that are signed up, a lot of World War II and Korea vets, and we're going to do it. You know, it's interesting, Vern, he does honor flight. He's already done his honor flight years ago. He goes on honor flights, and he actually will wheel around Korean War veterans and World War II veterans. And so they had to stop that because of COVID. And one of the things he said was, now that we're getting our shots, we get to do the honor flights again. So we look forward to doing that as well. So you have the stuff with the state-supported sites through the county, but you also have 6 Walmarts in Pinellas County that are offering. It's a combination of Walmart and Sam's Club. So you can schedule vaccine appointments at those sites, walmart.com/COVID vaccine and samsclub.com/COVID vaccine. So Walmart just came online last week as part of the federal pharmacy program. Seems to have gone really well. People are pretty happy with it. So we'd urge people to check that out. And then also with Publix and their pharmacies, they're in almost 600 Publix now where you can get a COVID vaccine, including 42 Publix right here in Pinellas County where you can get that. They expanded to Publix, to Pinellas in a big way just recently. So I think you're going to start to see that Publix, those numbers contribute to the vaccines increasing in Pinellas County. And I think you're going to end up, we're at 35% here of seniors that have gotten it. Obviously, this site helps, the 5,000 next week, but the Publix is going to help. And I think you'll start seeing that in the numbers very quickly. If you want to try to get an appointment there, it's publix.com/COVID vaccine. So we're going to continue to work, and we're going to have some more additional announcements about pharmacies because we think that the program can go even farther. So the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, we're going to probably get an approval on that at the end of February. And I think the big thing is how many vaccines are we going to get? They will ship vaccine the next day. There's no doubt about that. The question is, are we going to get 50,000? Or are we going to get 500,000? If we get 500,000, that's going to really be a game changer. If we get 50, obviously we'll use it, but it's not necessarily going to change the trajectory. We are, though, getting more vaccine. We were at 325,000 last week. We're going to have a net increase of 41,000 for the next week shipping. Keep in mind, I mentioned this yesterday, the Moderna still has not shipped for this week. So normally those Moderna would be done today. But because of the storms that we're seeing throughout the country, it's basically sitting in the FedEx warehouse. I don't even think they can get into it because of everything. So that's going to happen, whether that's tomorrow or the weekend. Some say it could even last till Monday. So what I'd say, if you had an appointment and the Moderna hasn't come, just hang in there. The doses are going to get here, but you have some extreme weather that's keeping those doses out of Florida. We think that the trends are obviously good across the country with COVID. Florida, things are going down. Our hospital census continues to drop for patients being treated with COVID. We're far, far below where we were over the summer, and probably we're down probably 45% from even the winter peak, which was much lower than the summer peak. So we think these vaccines for the seniors is going to help us drive down that hospital census even more. So we've got 2 million. We've got 4.5 million seniors in the state of Florida. I know not everyone's going to want it, but I think most seniors are. So we're just going to keep on going, hundreds of thousands a week. And if we can get more vaccine, obviously we're going to do more. But we appreciate being able to be here in Pinellas Park. And as I said, we're going to continue to designate doses to Pinellas County. We want to be able to get those doses up.